Hi, welcome to our evidence review from our return investigation to Moot Hall in Bedfordshire. Now, the team originally investigated this venue for the first time back in April this year, that's 2011. However, due to a number of personal experiences that were had by members of the team there and that Class A EVP that we caught in a bunion room that I'm sure many of you will have seen on our YouTube channel, where that voice quite clearly says, "I hear you," we thought we ought to go back there as soon as possible and look at the place a little bit further. Now, on this occasion we actually took a few extra team members with us, and tech-wise we took an extra 4-channel digital video recorder, so this time we actually had 6 channels recording this venue, which by no means is the largest place we've ever investigated. It's actually really quite a small venue. We also took some extra audio recording equipment, and we loaded up that EVP onto our iPad and we placed it in the room where we originally captured it. And the idea being that we could play it back and try and provoke a response, maybe from the same spirit, whatever it was that spoke to us. In that room we also placed a laptop with one of our sonic ear amplifiers that you'll have seen on our kit videos, and that was acting as the microphone for the laptop, and we recorded directly into the Adobe program that we use for editing our EVPs. Now, you're going to see that we actually caught some quite interesting audio results once again. It's really strange. We investigate some really old buildings and places that are reportedly haunted. However, this one small room that's probably no bigger than your living room has produced some of the best audio results that we've ever caught. We also tried something a bit different on this investigation. We put some team members in period costume and tried something known as the Singapore theory, where you use something relative to the building or the location to try and provoke some paranormal activity. We got some interesting personal experiences, one of which you'll see on the video that was caught on one of our CCTV cameras. So sit back and take a look at the investigation, and I'll pop up again in a minute and explain the evidence just before we show it to you. Okay, I'll see you in a minute. Okay, here we are back at Moot Hall for the second investigation. This is the upper level. We've got one tech set up here consisting of 2 cameras running this evening. We've got one camera there shooting down this side of the room, which I'll show you on here. That's on this one, and we've got one camera there shooting across the room this way, and we've got a sealed off experiment in that end room, so I won't open that door. Both those are being recorded here. Okay, let's just take you downstairs. Got a second setup running in here, one camera covering this room, and a sound experiment here, running previous EVPs captured through the iPad and then recording responses through a sonic ear amplifier that's plumbed straight into that laptop there, running on Adobe. Got the stairs covered here by another camera, and obviously the upstairs ones are covering the top landing should anything happen. Now, this is where we've got the second tech set up, just here. This is another one of our DVR systems. This is a DVR and monitor all built into one. Ideal for small locations. Let's excuse the background noise. And we've got another camera up in the corner over there. Okay, here we have team members this evening in period dress. This is the first time we've tried this experiment, and it's going along the lines of the Singapore theory, where if we have period dress, stroke costumes and items in an investigation, it will try and provoke paranormal activity. As I say, it's the first time we've tried this, so we'll see if we get any results later on.
There are already spirits in this room with us. I'd like to come forward, make a noise, or perhaps touch one of us. I'm not here to harm you in any way. I'm just here to communicate with you. So out of deepest respect for you.
Okay, this is Team 3, Vigil 3, in the lower area. We've got no background readings on the K2 meter, which is there. Have you got a temperature, Robin?
Not at the moment. It's in my pocket, I swear, just do shakes.
Sorry.
This is all we must have.
Flash.
I'll do the other temp gun.
Flash again.
Yeah, batteries are going on that one.
19.7 it says on there, doesn't it?
That one's 19.
19.
This one's showing, it's on 71.
19.7, it's going down.
So.
Well, you've just taken it out of your pocket, haven't you?
Yeah, just let it settle. I was let
Okay.
it settle for a minute or two. So 18.5.
And 0 on the EMF.
Yeah, just that quick.
Okay, Steve and Dave. Yes, he is dressed as a monk.
I certainly am.
We've left the hall behind, which is over there, and we are heading over to the Abbey, which very helpfully is through this graveyard here. If there's anybody here with us, if you go close to my colleague there who's wearing an outfit which you may well recognise, he's got a device in his hand which could be able to pick you up. If you move close to him and try and make the lights change colour. Not anything, no?
No, absolutely nothing.
You wouldn't expect any background reading out here anyway, so
No, you wouldn't.
it would be rather good if it went off, but we all know it's very rare for it actually to go off.
True.
It's going off.
Sorry?
It's going off. Just as I said, it's very rare for it to go off. It actually.
Okay.
If you're here with us, could you make the lights change colour just like you did? I don't think I actually caught it on camera, but as I said, it's very rare for it to go off. It actually went off. Just try walking again.
I was walking towards this gravestone.
Yeah, it'd be very rare for it to actually go off in a graveyard though, because as I say, this is just the bodies, isn't it? It's not.
It is, yeah, it's not the sun.
Which is why we don't necessarily investigate graveyards.
Well, that's pointless, isn't it?
It is. Okay, this is Team 3 Final Vigil in a Bunyan room. When we were here last time, you said this for us. Play it for you again. Can you hear us this time? Are you able to replicate that voice? Okay, that was a very quick look at the investigation that took place at Moot Hall. Right, what we want to do now is show you some of the evidence we caught, and we're going to start off with some audio. This is actually recorded by another team that I wasn't on, and Laura, one of the investigators, actually plays the clip in a Bunyan room of that voice. The team leader, David, then asks for a response. You'll hear a few seconds after he says, "We know that you're here, we only need confirmation." A voice in a very low, growly tone says something along the lines of, "Hear me," or something like that. But have a listen and see what you think.
Do you want to play that again?
Yeah.
If that was you, could you repeat that for us, please? maybe say something different. You know that you're actually here. All we need is confirmation.
Right, on to the next clip now. This is the same team, same room and vigil, and about 10 minutes on from that last voice we heard, Laura believes something's touched her neck or her hair, and while the team are having a look, a voice replies directly to her, and you're going to hear that on the audio now, so have a listen.
There was a tickle again.
Whereabouts?
Here.
Right, so like you'll see, yeah, this is kind of, that bit there is kind of right on the tip of your hair.
Isn't it?
Hold it over.
Hmm?
Just hold it over.
I'll take that bit off.
Okay.
That'll be the total leg. That'll be the total leg. That'll be the total leg.
This next clip is taken from our camera that was placed upstairs, focusing on the table area. Now David's team are up there, and Laura and Sarah both simultaneously feel like something has either run through their legs or grabbed their legs, and you'll see the reaction on the video, and you'll also hear it on the voice recorder that I've edited together with the video. Now just before this happened, the team thought they heard a cackle. This would be classed as a disembodied voice because they actually all heard it at the time as opposed to an EVP. So I'm going to play you that cackle and then the video married together with the digital audio, so you can actually see the reactions they have when they actually feel something go through their legs.
Just putting the torch on, David.
Shit, what's that? It was
Probably a bit of an odd question, Julie, but could whoever was laughing repeat the What? Jesus, what are you doing?
We've actually spent the last few days going back over that audio and listening to that cackling, laughing sound that you hear just before the girls jump while they're sat at the table. We can't come up with a really logical explanation for it. The most likely thing would be to say it's some sort of animal outside, maybe a bird, but we're not really sure. We're not prepared to put it down as something paranormal, but it kind of ties in with the clip just before that personal experience. And interestingly enough, the team had seen shadows lurking around in the corner near the floor over by the stairway. Now again, we can't say this is anything paranormal, as the building has lead-lined windows that are very old and they can cause strange shadows to be cast when there's light outside. But again, it ties in with the experience that they had, so we're going to show it to you, but you know, we're not saying that it's anything paranormal. Okay, we're almost at the end now. Just going to play you a selection of other audio clips that we caught. Some more suspected EVPs. Some of them are inaudible, some of them are a little bit clearer. Anyway, we hope you've enjoyed the investigation here at Moot Hall. And remember to check back because we've got some exciting cases coming up. Okay, we'll see you again soon.
Do you want me to come sit there?
Yeah, please.
Okay.
No, I was very, when I came to look, I was a bit tentative.
Because my ancestors are Scottish.
Could Steve repeat the knocking again, please, just so we can double check that it's what we heard? Over.
Nothing.
Can you make sure you take a check on the
Yeah, it's the same.
check on the times so we can see on the DVR?
Okay, yeah, will do. If
what's
Steve
the
was
time?
knocking just now, then yeah, that was what we heard. Over.
Amy,
Steve hasn't knocked yet.
Do you know what the time
what's
is?
the time?
Steve hasn't knocked yet.
I'm joking.